Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and WebDesignTechTips.com. Well, we're looking at the great Divi text path module here from Divi Supreme module. It enables you to create text, give it interesting curve effects, put it over images and stuff like that. Really nice little module. Like I said, this is by Divi Supreme Pro, which is a premium plugin. If you want to learn more about Divi Supreme, take a look at our playlist down below. Okay, well, let's show you this thing. I'm going to enable my visual builder. Okay, here's a couple I did earlier. One big old title right there that's going in a sort of wave fashion. I've got a semicircular one down just below it and a fully circular one just down below that. So let's dive in. I'm going to delete these two sections and we'll start from scratch. Let's just add a new section. I'll put a single column in my section. I'm going to roll down. All the light grey ones here are the modules that come by standard with the Divi theme, plenty enough to build just about any site. When you install Divi Supreme Pro, you get 50 new modules as well, and there's some absolutely awesome modules here. There really are. And like I say, we've covered most of them down below in our playlist, so take a look at that. And the one we're looking at today is the Supreme Text Mask right here. I'm just going to drop one of those in there. Fantastic. I'm going to leave that just like that for the moment. Let's just delete this row that's on top so there's no confusion. Okay, if we look at this, we go into the module. You can put what you want to say here. Obviously make it as long or as short as you want. It's right there. I hope you can see that okay on that dark background. We'll change that in a moment. In fact, let's just change that now. That will be our title text. I'm just going to make it white so you can see it a little bit better. Great. Let's go back to our content tab and then general. And you've got a wave. There's partial wave right there. Got an arc, which we use down below here. We've got a circle, which we use down here. It's only partially marking the circle there. If I hit the show path button, it'll show you the path and you can change that line color if you want to. A line, you can make that the angle that you want it. Oval, obviously. Spiral, that's pretty cool for a long sentence. And you can actually upload an SVG and use a custom here and do anything you want. I'm going to put it back on the wave. There we are right there. Fantastic. Well, I want really that to cover my whole wave there. So let's go over to design and text path itself right here. Alignment wise, if you're making it small, let's just go above there to alignment. I'm going to keep mine centered, but you can make it left or right if you want to. In the text path, there's the path color. If you want to keep the path, that's fine. You can choose your color here. The width of the actual path, by default, is 1 pixel. You can make it thick or as thin as you want. I'm probably going to take that away in a moment. Now, size-wise, it comes as 500 pixels. I want this to actually take up the whole of the available space here. So I'm going to change that 500 pixels to 100 and the % sign. As you can see, it's now taking up the full width of the row that it's in there. Fantastic. You can rotate it if you need to, which is great for circle text and things like that. I'm going to leave mine just as it is, but it's nice to be able to set the angle that you want. If you do something you don't like it, just simply delete it. It'll go back to the default for you. Word spacing, obviously you can space out those words more. And where it actually starts, if you want it in the middle of that wave, you can just roll that starting point along until it's where you want it. I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to make that text a bit bigger so it fills out more of it perhaps. And we can do that down in the title text down below. I just slide this up till it pretty much fills that. Maybe a little too much there because I want to make it semi-bold, I think. So let's just take that down slightly. I can readjust it in a minute. I'm going to make it semi-bold. And let's capitalize it. Does it all fit? Yeah, that actually fits on there fine. And if you wanted to, as we got a dark background here, you give it a glow in the background by giving it a background shadow there, making that background shadow a bright color. It's red. Let's make it blue. That's fine with me. I think I'll get rid of that little line there. That's nice. We could change that line to blue in color. Let's sort of go with our font a bit more. That's kind of nice. I think I'd like to get rid of it. So we can do that by going back to General and Show Path down there. We can just uncheck that. Perfect. I'm going to leave mine just like that. Great. Well, let's just delete these two down here and I'll show you how to do those over an image. And I think this works really well over images and things like this. Of course, you can link this to anywhere you want to take people to blogs or products or whatever it is you want to take them. So let's get rid of this one. And then we'll add a new row and I'll throw 2 columns in there. And funnily enough, we're going to use that same module. There we go, text path. And again, put in what you want. Put a little exclamation on the end there, perhaps. Now this time I'm going to use an arc, which is fine. It's a semicircle there. If I put the path on, you'll see it. I'm going to go over to my design, to my text path here. Well, again, let's just make it so we can see it. Title text around there. I'm going to make it white so you can see it. Again, I kind of want that to be in the middle up here. So if we go back up to our text path above, we can go down to our starting point and shoot it along till it's where we actually want it. Something like that. A little bit too much. You can increment, you can slide, you can type in a value, you can fine tune with the little arrows right there. That's going to do for me, I think. Let's just take that little text path off in the general. Take that off. And let's add a little image behind it. While we're in the content tab, background's always under content. We'll go to a third one along, which is background image. Click on the little plus. Let's throw in that same one as we had before. That worked quite well. That's great. It's a little bit too high up there. I'd like to scoot it down a bit so it's contained within. That's really easy to do. Right inside our design tab here, we can go down to spacing. Just give it a bit of padding on the top. Let's try 50 pixels. Perfect. And we've got that nice curved title over that image there. And like I say, you can link this to anywhere you want by going to the content tab, add a link here. Always best practice if you're linking to your own site, open it in the same window. If you're linking to somebody else's site or off-site, open it in a new tab. That way your site's going to stay open. And of course for the next one, I'm sure you know exactly how to do that. If I just duplicate this with the 2 little squares there on the dark tab, drag one of them across, doesn't matter, they're both identical. We'll go into this one. Move this out of the way so you can see. Let's change out that image first. Background, image. I think I used that. I just wanted something with a circle type thing in the background. And I'll make our text circular as well. Great, now we've got that. We can go back to our general. I'm going to change it from an arc to a circle. And it's made it a lot deeper there. I'm going to go over to my design, to the text path, and let's take it down in size. And as I take it down, it's going to make that picture shrink up. I want it to be about the same size as the one before, or the one on the left, I should say, about there. Let's have it start at the beginning. I'm going to make that title text bigger so it fills out more of it in the title text here. Drag that font size up. As I'm dragging it up, you can see it's curving it around like that. Or we can go back up and you either use a rotate in the text path here, or the starting point. Try rotating it. And as you can see, you can rotate it just around anything you want. And then just fine tune with your little arrows here till it's where you want it. And the actual title text itself, let's capitalize that. We'll rotate that back just a little bit. I think it's maybe a little bit too big. But of course, it's all subjective. This is entirely up to you. But that is a wonderful little feature to have. Like I say, over images or anything you want, it's really striking. It's going to get people's attention. Let's make sure this is all going to work on the front end. I'm going to save draft or publish if you're ready. And let's exit the Visual Builder. And there we have it. We've got the big one at the top there with the wave. We've got the second one over an image here with an arc. And we got the third one here with a circle over another image. And those are really striking things to have on your site. And once again, that's the Divi Supreme Pro text path module. Really nice addition to any site. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them or make you a little demo video just like this one. Well, once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.